I don't see how anyone could look at my life before my wife and say that now.
Alaska's bush dwellers have a special appeal for those who crave adventure. One of the most interesting is Noah Brown. With his big beard and even bigger imagination, he has won the hearts of many with his desire to explore beyond the borders. Whether he is building a treehouse, hiking in the mountains, or spending time with his furry friend, Noah's life is always an adventure. His lively personality and love for exploring always surprise his fans. However, the man of the hour has shocked his fans. Noah is no longer living on his family homestead. No one saw this coming, and everyone is asking, has he left his family? Is he tired of living off the grid, or has he found a new adventure? Let's find out what really happened to Noah Brown from Alaskan Bush People. Everyone loves Noah's wild and crazy adventures on Alaskan Bush People. Alaskan Bush People is an American reality TV series about the Brown family trying to survive in the wilderness, away from modern society. It first aired on the Discovery Channel on May 6, 2014. The show was filmed in Alaska near Copper Center, Hoonah, and Chichagof Island. Later seasons were filmed in Okanagan County, Washington. It follows the lives of the extended Brown family. Though it claims to be a real reality show, it has been criticized for being scripted and fake. In April 2019, Radar Online reported that the show was renewed for a 10th season. On November 13, it was renewed for season 11, which premiered on December 4, 2019. Season 12 started on August 23, 2020. In August 2020, cast member Bear Brown posted on Instagram that the family's home had been destroyed in the 2020 Washington wildfires. Patriarch Billy Brown died at age 68 on February 7, 2021, after having a seizure. On October 3, 2014, after an investigation by the Alaska Department of Revenue, a Juneau grand jury indicted the Browns with 60 counts of first-degree unsworn falsification related to permanent fund dividend forms and first- and second-degree theft between 2009 and 2012. Billy was charged with 24 counts from 2010 to 2013 for stealing over $21,000 in dividend money for himself and others. The state believed the family spent more than 180 days a year outside Alaska and lied about it on their applications. On November 18, 2015, Billy and Joshua made a plea deal for the whole family except Matt and Rain. Matt wasn't living there and didn't file, and Rain was too young. They pled guilty on behalf of the rest of the family for lying on PFD forms. Billy and Joshua's punishment for stealing over $21,000 was restitution, fines, and 30 days of house arrest at a Juneau hotel. Noah Brown is a master at living off the land and coming up with wacky solutions. As a bush dweller, he's like a real-life MacGyver in the wilderness, building shelters from sticks, hunting in the forest, and catching fish with his bare hands. With his strong survival skills, Noah wins the hearts of millions as he smoothly navigates through deadly wildlife and snow-covered terrains. Wait, don't be fooled by that gnarly beard. There's a mystery behind how this tough guy was made. Noah Brown was born on July 18, 1992, in Texas to Billy and Amy Brown. His father loved adventure, so the family moved to Alaska and settled near the Copper River. 12-year-old Noah grew up in the wilderness with his 6 siblings. His parents raised them in a Christian household, teaching them a strong work ethic and a love for the outdoors. Noah's childhood was amazing and very different from that of typical schoolboys. He spent his days fishing, hunting, and exploring the forest to learn how to live off the land. His mother insisted on education, but the family couldn't afford to send all their children to school, so Amy homeschooled Noah. He and his siblings grew up in a wild environment with little access to modern resources and technology. He only played with his siblings and learned wild adventures at a very young age, gaining more experience than most people his age. The Brown family was strongly connected, which helped them thrive in the wilderness with limited resources. They faced adversity, like Amy battling lung cancer, but they remained resilient and continued living their lives to the fullest in the Alaskan wilderness. The family lived unnoticed in Alaska until the Discovery Channel approached them in 2014. The channel offered them a reality TV series because their life was unique and worth showing to the world. The Brown family agreed, and the show premiered in May of that year. From the very first episode, it was a hit, and Noah became an Alaskan star. Noah Brown emerged as a fearless adventurer and a tough guy who never backs down from a challenge. He showcased the rugged beauty of Alaska, relying on his wits and survival skills. Fans enjoyed watching him build sturdy shelters out of logs and branches, make beds from moss and animal pelts, and demonstrate his hunting skills. He foraged for food and showed his magical ways of starting a fire with flint and dry twigs. But the moments everyone eagerly awaited were when Noah faced various obstacles. The first was the harsh weather. Filming in frigid temperatures made hunting or fishing extremely difficult, leading to low supplies of edible food. Noah had to ration his food and water and spend lonely days inside his shelters. However, luck favored him once when he stumbled upon a cache of supplies left by someone else. That day, he replenished his stocks and was able to endure the harsh winter days. Noah's journey wasn't always smooth. Once, he encountered a local hunter group who accused him of poaching on their land. They claimed he was using illegal traps and threatened to report him to the authorities. Noah tried to calm them down, but they wouldn't listen. So, he set up surveillance cameras around his shelter to prove his innocence. He also narrowly escaped a grizzly bear attack while repairing fishing nets, slicing his hand open and having to perform surgery on himself. Despite these challenges, Noah never lost his sense of humor, often joking about situations that could have killed him. This resilience kept his fans loyal. The show was going well, and Noah enjoyed his life in the wilderness with his siblings. But season 14 brought tragedy. Noah's brother, Bear Brown, announced that their father, Billy Brown, had passed away in February 2021 after having a seizure. This loss was a huge setback for Noah and his family. The show was never the same again. Billy, you'll always be missed. But wait, something worse was yet to happen to Noah and the Browns. No one felt right after the incident. At the end of the 13th season, the rugged reality TV stars were relaxing in their cozy alpine house in the majestic mountains of Okanogan County, Washington, when suddenly a fire broke out, turning their paradise into a smoldering wasteland. Their peaceful getaway turned into a fiery nightmare. However, they acted quickly and left the place faster than a jackrabbit on Red Bull. Though the scene looked like something out of an action movie, it wasn't easy for Noah and his family to leave their home. The fire raged for a week before it was out, but their shelter was destroyed. After the fire, the Brown family returned to Alaska, but things were not the same. A few months later, Billy Brown passed away, further shocking the family. The show never lost its charm, but Noah felt unsettled. He decided to leave the homestead and move to the city for better safety and improved education and facilities for his wife and children. Some fans are still curious about how he decided to leave his family and the homestead, especially since it was his late father's dream. To explain why he was leaving Alaska, Noah wrote a long Instagram post. He told his fans that they had to move because of the wildfire's aftermath. They lost almost everything in the Palmer Mountain fire and had to rent a house. He also said that North Star Ranch would always be their home, but they needed to move to live sustainably. Now, the star is living in Washington State with his partner Rain and their cute son Elijah. The couple is expecting their second child soon. After losing everything in the wildfire, they are now in a cozy rental house. Noah may have left the Brown family's dreams behind, but he is making a name for himself in the Pacific Northwest. With his rugged looks and charming personality, he is winning over the locals and making new friends. The recent addition of baby Adam to the family makes things even more exciting. Looks like Noah is ready for his new life. Besides being a tough adventurer, he is also a good musician and loves to play the guitar and piano. Even though he was homeschooled, he is well educated and has a keen interest in science and history. His unique style, including wearing kilts, makes his personality stand out, and fans will always love him. Fans of Alaskan Bush People know. Noah Brown has moved out from the family homestead where he lived with his wife and young son. Instead, Noah has joined some of his siblings who have also chosen to leave their mountain home for more comfortable living arrangements. In August 2020, the family was forced to evacuate the mountain due to a wildfire in the season finale, which made national news as Okanogan County, Washington, burned for days. Sadly, in February, Billy Brown passed away at 68 after a seizure. The Wolfpack mourned but celebrated Billy's life, recalling how he pursued his dreams and shared his love of nature with everyone around him. Noah took to Instagram to explain to his followers why he's no longer living at Browntown. Contrary to his father's wishes for all his children to stay there, he wanted to clear things up with a longer caption than usual. The reality star clarified that he and his wife, Rain, moved because of the hardships they faced after the wildfire, not because of family issues. Noah mentioned they lost almost everything in the Palmer Mountain wildfire, so they opted to start renting a house. Noah posted a photo of the trees near his old home and explained his situation to clear up any speculation from fans. He stated that the mountain and North Star Ranch will always be their home, but they had to temporarily leave. In his caption, he wrote, "Rain and I lost everything in the Palmer Mountain wildfire, so we're renting a house until we can rebuild." The couple expressed gratitude for the prayers and support they received during this challenging time. Despite typically keeping a low profile on social media, the stars of Alaskan Bush People announced the pregnancy of their second child on the platform and welcomed Adam in October 2021. They already have a 3-year-old son named Elijah. The Brown family has faced a lot of drama this previous year. Matt Brown claimed his parents introduced him to cocaine with the help of production and exposed the show as fake. Meanwhile, Bear Brown ended his tumultuous relationship with Raven Adams once again. Fans of Alaskan Bush People have been following all these developments closely through season 14. The Browns bought a big boat to start a hauling business, but it was too rickety to be seaworthy. The family worked to fix it up, and Billy urged them to get the job done quickly. However, let's focus on Noah's relationship with Christy. Over 3 seasons of this reality TV show, we've seen that Noah is the sensitive youngest brother. In this episode, it's shown by his hand-built writing desk, where he sits to be alone with his thoughts and poetry. He believes that a formal relationship should start with a letter because when you write a letter, you put a little of your soul in it. About a week after Noah writes a heartfelt letter to Christy, they meet for their second date in Hunan to drink milkshakes. They talk about how the milkshakes are so thick they might need spoons, which feels more like a conversation between longtime married couples. But Noah spices up the date by suggesting Christy meet his mom, Amy. As they walk to the docks to meet the Browns, Noah explains in a taped interview that he asked her to meet his family because that's how you move from dating to courting. He adds that the difference, of course, is that courting ends in marriage. When Christy meets Amy, Amy asks if she likes children. This second date quickly turns awkward. Fast forward about 10 minutes in the episode, or a few weeks in real life, and Christy and Noah have broken up. We learn this during a heart-to-heart between Noah and his dad, Billy. Noah is very emotional, saying things like, "I thought it was her, the one I was looking for, and soulmates don't hurt each other." Then, for the first time in Alaskan Bush People history, I could actually relate to Billy Brown for a moment. As Noah talks about Christy, he says, "For a while, I think the only heart I'm going to have is the one on my shelf," while looking at the deer hearts he's kept in mason jars. Billy responds, "Okay, that's just creepy." For once, Billy isn't pushing to finish some project, he's calling out his son for being too weird. I loved it. I know Noah will bounce back, and if Alaskan Bush People is on TV for another 10 years, I hope to be invited to cover the Alaskan Bush People wedding special after he takes his heart off the shelf. Noah may not have lived his father's dream of staying at the homestead for the rest of his life, but what he has given his fans will always be remembered. No one can say for sure if he will ever return to the Alaskan bushes, but keep an eye on what happens next with the Brown family. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more fascinating stories and facts, be sure to subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.